Okay, we got like 2 zucchinis here. I like to take the seeds out when I use them, and then we're gonna shred them. I like to cut the ends off. You could also use an ice cream scooper. And that'll get rid of a lot of the moisture, because there's a lot of moisture around that membrane of the seed. And look at that, it comes right out. Or you can just cut them out with a knife. But for a quick, easy way, just get like an ice cream scooper and just dig them right out. And then we're gonna shred them. Same thing, we'll cut the other one. Look at that, right out. And this holds a lot of moisture and seed. You don't need that stuff. Beautiful. Now, if you don't have enough zucchini or something like that, then go buy another one. What do you want me to tell you? But we don't need all this. What we'll do next is shred the zucchini. You could use a food processor for this too, to make it quicker, but there's not that much. So we're just gonna do it by hand. And we'll shred those 2 zucchinis up. Okay. Once we shredded it, we want to drain any excess water that still remains in it. So what we'll do, like I did, is put it in a towel in a bowl, and we'll wrap it up and give it a good squeeze. As you can see, a lot of the juice is coming out. And just keep squeezing and squeezing. You want to get most of all this juice out as possible, because you don't want soggy, meatless meatballs now, do you? I'm telling you, these things are fantastic. So we'll dump this out and put it back in the bowl. What we're doing is cutting up some fresh basil. I have some inside, but I have a lot outside in the garden. So we're gonna wash this with some filtered water, and then we're gonna dry them out. I'm gonna chop this basil up and use it. I also cut some fresh parsley from the garden too, which we're gonna wash in some filtered water and dry out, and we'll be using that too. Okay, we'll also cut up the fresh parsley we just washed and cleaned. I like to roll it up a little and make a claw-like. Put your thumb in, make sure you don't cut that off. Nothing like the aromas of fresh parsley and basil as you're cutting it up. It's really fragrant. All right, we'll put that aside. Okay, we'll chop a small onion up. The sides off. I can slice it down the middle and take the 1 and the 2 outer skins off. Because usually they're really hard and not that great for you. So we'll do the same thing with the other side, and we'll dice these up. Okay, I got like 5 cloves of garlic, which we're going to chop up. Give it a little tap. I like to cut the little ends off. And look, you tap it, and it comes right out. And we'll do the same with the other 4. Okay, what we're gonna do is heat up a pan, put a little olive oil in there. And what we're gonna do is sweat these onions a little bit and the garlic. So we're gonna carefully put the onions in there. Let those saute a little bit, and then we're gonna add the garlic. Saute a little bit, then we'll start adding the garlic. Okay, I'm starting to see a little brown bits. That means it's time to take it off the heat. I'm going to transfer this into a little container, or a little glass container, and we'll let these cool down. All right, we're gonna mix our ingredients together. What we're gonna do is add the parsley. We're gonna sprinkle that in that we chopped up. We're gonna add the cheese in. Hold it up. This is a half a cup of shredded and half a cup of grated Parmesan. You can dump that all in nicely. And we got a half a cup of whole milk mozzarella. We're gonna dump that in. We have a teaspoon of salt and a teaspoon of black pepper. I'm gonna sprinkle all that in. We have our onions and garlic that we cooled down. We're gonna add those in. We have Little Hands with us helping out again today. He loves making stuff, don't you? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna add our eggs. We have 2 eggs that are beaten, slightly beaten. We're gonna put those in. Scrape out as much as we can. And we're gonna add some breadcrumbs. We've got about a cup here. We're gonna add about half of it. Sprinkle that in. A little more. Okay, now the fun part, Little Hands. Stand over here and start mixing slowly. You don't want the stuff flying out. And just start mixing it. You want to blend all that stuff in together. These are meatless meatballs and they are great. You'll be surprised if you try this recipe. You don't have to use zucchini. You could shred the eggplant or something else up, whatever. But I was surprised, and I love a good meatball. And these things are like a treat. I have these with spaghetti. We're going to sprinkle a little more breadcrumb. Biting this together. How's it feeling?
Weird.
It's coming together weird. It's like slime almost or something, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Is it fun? Is it a fun weird?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're gonna add a little more breadcrumbs. The rest of that. I want this to bind together pretty well. And what we're gonna do is make some meatballs out of it. So we're gonna roll them up. And what we're gonna do is dip them in some breadcrumbs. I'm gonna hold on for a second. Hold it right there. What we're gonna do is roll them up and dip them in the breadcrumbs. And we're gonna put them on. I'm gonna hold that up. We're gonna put them on like a baking sheet holding station right now, and we're gonna put them here, and then we're gonna deep fry them. So if you have a pot of oil, get that started on the stove to about 375, and then we're gonna add the meatballs to the oil, and we're gonna like deep fry them. And believe me, they're excellent. So what we're gonna do is make some more, and we're gonna finish this up. Would you like to try one? Would I try to make a roll them like this? You want to get them about that size. You see what I got in a plate? You don't want to make them too small, so like they fall apart very easy. So you want to be very delicate with them and put them in the breadcrumb. And we'll put them on the baking sheet. Nice and easy, that looks good. I'm gonna roll that around in there. And we'll keep the breadcrumbs in the dish. Get them all over. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see your hand.
Pretty good.
All right, put it down. And we'll make a bunch of these to finish them up. Make them round like a snowball. When as round as possible, just like a meatball. And how you had these meatballs before? Well, they're meatless meatballs. They're zucchini balls. How were they?
Good. Really yummy.
Okay, you want your oil nice and hot between 350, 375. You can use vegetable oil, peanut oil, high temperature oil. But what you want to do is not just drop these in. You don't want grease splattering in your face or anything like that. So get like a fork or a ladle and just put them in slowly. And what you want to do is we want them to get a nice golden brown on all sides. You don't want to overcrowd either. Here we put one more in. All right, we'll check on them. Almost there, almost a nice golden brown. Another minute. I think these are ready to come out. Look at that, beautiful. So what we'll do is drain these on a wire rack. And we'll put another batch in. Look at that, beautiful, nice golden brown. I'm telling you, you can't beat these balls. These zucchini balls. They're better than some of my meatballs, I tell you the truth. And it's good for people that don't eat meat. Hey, there you go. Meatless. Or a religious holiday, for Lent, you could have these and still have spaghetti and zucchini balls, and it tastes just like meatballs. So I'll put these aside, we'll add some more in. Okay, we're here. We got these zucchini meatless meatballs done, and we're gonna do the taste test. And this stuff is very good with Sunday gravy, I'm telling you. Okay, little hands, we made this zucchini balls, and give it a taste without the gravy on it.
Mmm, delicious. Very good.
Show the inside.
Very tasty.
Very good. Let me try. Oh my God. My eyes are closed, they're that good. Like I said, we'll have this with spaghetti dinner. You can't beat this. For a meatless meatball, You can't beat it. All right. Thanks for cooking with Big Pat Man. Keep it moving, keep it flowing, keep it flowing, keep it moving.